Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This valley will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This valley will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me.
Alright, hello and welcome to my first stream in a while. Today we're going to be having FXU's Aristocaps versus Blue Jays' White Blockers. It's going to be a good game to watch, and both teams pretty evenly matched throughout the season. I think Aristocaps have been smooth sailing until they hit that roadblock that is Blockwork Orange. They're definitely a force to be reckoned with. They've got a very strong team with them here today. On the other side, the White Blockers are also here. Captained by Blue Jays. Looks like their lineup will be Ball Parts, Rick Slick, Heinous Anus, and an unknown fourth player to be named later. Blue Jays, of course, being in Mexico, it kind of hampers his ability to play, so we'll see if he puts himself into the lineup today or if he's a late scratch. Can everyone hear me? This is my first stream back, and for some reason, when I guess when my computer reset, got rid of all my OBS streaming profiles, so I just had to key in all my settings alone. All of them, I had to redo them. So I guess we're gonna see if that worked. I should have streamed that. I should have streamed me keying in my settings as like a little guide, because I just went straight from scratch. But hopefully everything should be up. I hope everything looks good. And we will be starting very, very soon. Alright, we are now looking for a game, so we should get in soon. I'm pretty excited about this one. Our first game will be on Market, which is the Week 5 map of the day. And Market, has getting its first run in competitive, so it'll be exciting to see what comes of it, right? So you can see the Aristocaps are in blue on the left side. Whitecaps
3, 2,
in red up top. The game has begun. Pulpo and FXU will be on offense, trying to get the flag back. Ball Parts gets a quick flaccid. Rick Slick has a grab, but he's surrounded by 3 Aristocaps. Kaduk gets a nice juke there. Devious takes out the team boost. Devious and Fats seem to pin Kaduk on their side of the map. Get him. Rick Slick trying to go for the handoff, does a little bit of a micro juke. He should be out. Oh, and Fats just covers him up on that lane. Kaduk gets the next grab, and Devious swallows him up bottom. So it looks like both defenses are doing good. Aristocaps getting a few more returns than the White Blockers, but they're doing well to keep the Aristocaps off the flag. And Kaduk gets a grab. Oh my god, Rick Slick pushes Kaduk in! Oh, and Popo gets the return on offensive defense, but what a heads-up play by Rick Slick. And Popo's coming in past 3. Kaduk's the only one back, and he reaches out and gets the flag carry, so unbelievable stop right there by Kaduk, who also gets the grab and out. Heinous Anus picks up a tag pro. What a difference maker here on Market. Tag pros as he's rightfully... Oh, Kaduk can't slip it by. Heinous Anus didn't quite protect him as he was going for the cap, and Fats is taking it all the way to the other side. And this is just a back and forth game of who can capitalize their capping opportunities. So far, no team has been able to, but that should change within the rest of these 8 minutes. Ball Parts gets the return up top. Popo with a grab, and he doesn't have much space before Rick Slick takes him out. Rick Slick with a grab. No dice. Nothing really happening. Kind of just a little bit of preventing going on around flag. Kaduk gets a grab, back at base. Devious gets the return. Popo trying to look for a good way in, but it's not really happening, and both teams will dive for pups. If the white blockers get another tag pro, we should see a little bit from him like last round, but just a rolling bomb there. And Ball Parts has a juke juice base. Kaduk, is he going to rush it in? He goes towards the left side, doubles back, moves a little bit around. Under Devious, he's coming in. Ball Parts should get the return on FXU. Popo gets the next grab. Popo will kiss. So now there's 2 in base. Rick Slick coming in. Big lane up top. Moving in behind, but FXU gets there quickly. Gets the pull. Now FXU's past 2, but Heinous Anus takes him out in the midfield space. Devious gets grabbed. He's past 2, and a return comes. Devious can't quite sneak it in as Rick Slick gets the snipe. Rick Slick next with the grab. And Fats is past 3, past 2, coming in. Will the blocks hold? Fats rotating around. Rick Slick goes big lane and gets the return and the flag, so he's coming back into base, but Popo will not venture far from the white blocker's base. Kind of juking around midfield. Fats gets in his way a little bit. Fats with the return. Kaduk up big lane, upside. Heinous Anus picks up a tag pro power up. I wonder if he'll take that on anti. Popo just rotating around base. FXU does have a rolling grab though. He's undefused. He's coming to the base. FXU's going to try for the nub step, but the return comes. Fats gets the return in the open field, and FXU bombs his way in for a cap. The first cap of the game for the Aristocaps. They are leading 1-0. So the Aristocaps take an early lead. Oh, Devious missing the snipe over there on Rick Slick. And Rick Slick versus Fats in the open field. Devious will take him out. FXU around base is looking for another nub step, but he's going to shy away from that flag tile and let Fats and Popo clean up the mess in the midfield. Everyone's really ahead, and the return comes. Ball Parts could get a reset if he plays his cards right. Rick Slick to the right side. Popo gets a good handoff. He'll be out big lane. He's going down. Oh, man, FXU. Good anti-reef by FXU, but good positioning by Heinous Anus as well. Heinous Anus gets a juke in the midfield. Fats takes it. A good snipe. Kaduk has a tag pro in base. And a good return by Devious to clear up anything, but Rick Slick is coming in. Fats is the only one to beat, and he clogs the lane to get the return and stop the cap there. Stays 1-0 Aristocaps. Tag pro kiss will happen. Rick Slick may be able to get out, and Devious from the spawn gets the return. FXU with a quick grab, but no dice there. Fats and Devious trying to fight off the encroachers on that flag, but FXU gets a grab, makes Heinous Anus miss, but he is behind 4. He's taking it bottom, gets returned by Rick Slick. Popo gets regrab. Looking for a boost combo down below, and he barely avoids getting returned, but he does not come to the flag tile, and Kaduk will get a pull out. Devious can't get the solo open field return, and he'll retreat to the pup. Rick Slick also going for his own pup. And he'll get a tag pro. Tag pro for the white blockers. Fats on flag with a rolling bomb. He'll defuse himself perfectly. Give himself some space. Fats trying for the nub step even. Just securing himself some extra space. On market, there's just not a ton of places to go. So he's just going to run around fields, run around these base using the boosts. It's the way you got to do it. And Ball Parts takes him out on the 45. Popo has a grab up top. Heinous is coming into base. FXU. He's trying to give himself a regrab. The return comes and FXU gets a good pull out. He'll hold it. Popo, not really effective anti-read, but a good kiss by FXU to get the reset for the Aristocaps. Fats is behind base. Can't quite pull it in. We got 4 more minutes of this. Jesus Christ. Market, time, I swear, time goes by so slowly on market. Everything takes forever. And FXU's trying to weave his way in, but there's 4 OD. 2 of them grab. If Popo can get this return, it looks good for the Aristocaps, but Kaduk even grabs that pup along the way. It's a Juke Juice. Kaduk is going for it, and it's return for Cap. Devious will get to the flag tile before, and a good kiss by FXU. Devious's rolling bomb will be useless. He'll have to take it into some space. Ooh, a few grabs. Get the Aristocaps out of trouble, but they're not quite out of trouble yet. Fats evades the Juke Juice to get a good pullout. That was a dangerous capping opportunity for the white blockers. And now the Aristocaps are just hanging on to these this one cap lead, even though the white blockers have had plenty enough chances. Fast will be playing anti as regrab comes off. Heinous Anus gets the pull and he's coming in. Now that was a good play by the Aristocaps. You had regrab come off, FXU from regrab come off, and they also had anti to try and get this quick cap, but it didn't quite happen. Popo needs to stay alive. Kaduk is past Fats, but the return for cap opportunity doesn't happen for that long. FXU has regrab, has anti rather, and he'll get the return. Not quite enough for a reset. Popo gets that tag pro. It'll be wise for him to stay on anti. Clears out through 3 tags, and Fats will get the cap. Devious close on his tail with the double cap, and that'll make the score 3-0 in favor of the Aristocaps. That was a cap so fast that it didn't even play the capping sound afterwards. That's how you know. Duke with the grab. Past Fats. Fats should have gotten that return, and he finally gets it on the other end. Devious needs to take out this team boost. Rick Slick is coming up. I mean, neutral boost, rather. Devious will get the return off the wall. Popo needs to commit to his side. Devious backwards boost, and Kaduk is past 2. Kaduk coming in behind these blocks. Doesn't quite happen. Popo with a grab. He's returned. FXU with a grab. He's returned. But Devious gets the important return to send flag back to base where Popo and FXU are playing anti. Kaduk has a grab, and FXU takes him out. Pups will spawn. FXU grabs right into a spawn, and that will take him out. Kaduk gets grabbed down to the left side. Popo has a tag pro. He needs to get in front, and he does. Popo takes a tag pro grab, and that'll be it. Kaduk gets a grab. Kaduk gets a cap, but Popo, it's a head scratcher why he grabbed that there. He might make up for it though with this. No, he rolls around flag. But when you got a tag pro in base, you got to clear it out for your player to grab, or just stay still. And Ball Parts will notch another one. Rick Slick, what a great block. Really gets up, gets physical with Devious and Fats. Blocks both of them into the top wall and secures his teammate to cap. Secures cap for his teammate, yeah. And that will narrow the lead 2-3 now in favor of the Aristocaps. 3-2 rather. And that pulls it very close, and that's exactly what the white blockers needed going into the half. There's 40 seconds left. Heinous Anus secures a rolling bomb. Not really sure what the other pup was, but it probably wasn't that important. And Rick Slick is just dancing around. Fats gets the return. Heinous Anus is coming in. He's got a rolling bomb, so Popo needs to stay alive, and he'll go over the flag tile. He's finally defused. Popo is in the open field. FXU, ooh, he boosts into space down below. Oh, he's trying to get that last second cap. No dice. FXU launches Ball Parts into his own FC. And Rick Slick and Devious will hold in the center. 7 seconds left, and the white blockers might have a scoring opportunity if Popo doesn't get out. Popo looks like he will get out. That will make the score 3-2 in favor of the Aristocaps going into the half. So good playing on both sides. Definitely there were 2 sets of 2 caps. Each team had their rally, and it looks like the Aristocaps managed to come into the half with a lead from FXU's, it's kind of a nub step, but it's his use of a rolling bomb to bomb everyone away, in addition to his 2 cap streak at the end there. So good playing on both sides, and we'll go into the half and see what happens. Alright, so funny things going down in chat. Looks like the white blockers have elected to stay on Radius, while even though they are an Origin team, which is mutual agreement on servers. So that works. You have a couple of members of the Aristocaps saying that they want to go to Origin, even though they're a Radius team. So interesting stuff here. And even this is a very odd group of players to be a Radius team. Devious, an Origin player, closest to Origin. Popo, not really sure, but he came from a Centra team, so he's got to be out west. Although I have seen him play on Radius, so I really don't know. You have Fats, who is a Sphere player, and FXU, who is a Sphere/Origin, but has best ping to Pi, which doesn't really exist. So an interesting team on the Aristocaps. An interesting team to be a Radius team. You'd expect this team to be an Origin team, actually. And you'd expect the White Blockers to be a Radius team with the lineups they're given. Here we are. And it looks like FXU has started watching my stream even though he's playing in the game. So that's ballsy. Certainly ballsy. Alright, we're ready to play. Now I got to switch that. Oh, 3-2. I'm sorry. I gotta do this.
3, 2,
Yes.
1.
That didn't work. Alright, we're just gonna... Shit. How do I fix this is the real question. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. So just forget about the 3 and the 2. Oh, what a boost in, and Popo gets a cap! What a play by the Aristocaps there, making it 4-2. Forget about the 3s. Making it 4-2 Aristocaps. Jeez, what a play. Rick Slick slightly missing FXU, but good play by the whole team. Or by the Aristocaps. FXU trying for the nub step, doesn't really happen. Ballparks gets a popper cap situation for a little bit. Duke with flag in the open field. Popo also with flag in the open field. Rick Slick does have a tag pro though. He should get the return and secure his reset. But the tag pro expires and all 4 white blockers are in base. Fats needs to pull off a miracle to get this cap. Popo off the wall, that's a cap. A great use of that neutral boost to the 45. Good scoring chance there. It's now 5-2. Aristocaps. Popo down below. Ballparks stealing that pup away. With the return, Fast will pick up flag. Ballparts gets a quick return. Rick Slick is coming in. Rick Slick is coming in, and he's on flag pro. He had a scoring opportunity there, turned away, wasn't paying attention, but he was past 3. Devious probably pulled up some good OD. Good return by Hanus there, and both flags will be reset for each respective team. Again, it's not 35-22, it's 5-2 Aristocaps in a total cumulative game 1. There it is. FXU with a great rub grab to get out, especially as the White Blockers FC was past 3. Oh, Hanus juking out Devious. He's going to go under this block. Hits the wall. Devious will pull up, make up for his mistake. That's some redemption right there, and FXU will get a grab out. Midfield gets hit. Devious gets this next grab. He's coming up. Duke tries to boost into flag tile. Heinous. Taking flag all the way back to regrab. Choose not to kiss there. Devious pulls up on anti though as the kiss happens, but he doesn't quite get the return on ball parts. Yeah, my scoreboard, I'm using a series of like weird hacks because the redesign broke my scoreboard script. But I messed up. It's 5-2. It's 5-2 in cumulative game 1. So that's the score. Ignore the 3 and the 2 in the beginning. Alright. Oh, FXU with a good snipe downtown. FXU hits Pulpo out of the way. You know, I'll fix this somehow. Watch this. Watch this. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. Perfect. It's all fixed. Alright, good kiss there in base. And the Aristocaps will pick it up with FXU playing anti-Fats. Almost under ball parts. Doesn't quite happen. Popo gets a grab, and he is returned by ball parts in the corner there. Rick Slick trying to move his way into base. White blockers do have a reset. And if there was ever a time to start launching home the caps, it is now. You've got a 3-cap deficit. The white blockers have a 3-cap deficit to overcome. Ballparts gets a good snipe there. Rick Slick and Heinous will try and keep it in base. They get one return, but FXU will pull up left. Ooh, Heinous almost splitting the gap, but FXU with a nice stutter step to move out. FXU's return for cap. Devious, good anti, but FXU will escape. No return for the white blockers. FXU, they choose to kiss, and that's a good cap for the that's a good kiss for the Aristocaps as Fats will move into a reset base. 2v2 blocks. FXU trying to pull it in, and it doesn't quite happen. Fats rather tries to kind of curve around the blocks, but he can't quite round them. Heinous will take out the boost, so Fats can't snipe Rick Slick. He'll pull back to regrab. Rick Slick has a chance for cap. The 2v2 blocks are in base. Popo will pull up to make a 3v2, and Fats will take a tag pro, but the return is a cap. No, ball parts can't quite get Popo on the end there. Great pull by Popo. He didn't have a choice, and now the Aristocaps are in the driver's seat with 2 tag pros. FXU with a good return there. Heinous kills him next time. That is a cap there. The Aristocaps kind of make do with their tag pros and extend the lead to 6-2. Heinous with a good cleanup in base, keeping the white blockers reset. That's important. Rick Slick pulls up, doesn't quite get the grab, and looks like Pups will spawn. FXU's coming into an empty base, and he will get a cap for the Aristocaps, since the white blockers were fighting for Pups pretty hard on the other end. Popo will grab. Is that a good move? He's got a tag pro in base. FXU is entirely dependent on getting out of the white blockers base. Popo trying to give FXU a way out. He'll grab himself, take it out. Doesn't kiss, and he's returned. A kiss would have been good. Give Devious and Fats a chance to get reset, but Popo plays anti. Devious gets a snipe. FXU under the block, and Heinous will get the return. Ball parts trying to juke in the midfield. Ball parts around the 45. Ball parts is trying to find a lane into base, but it doesn't look like there is one, and Fats will take him out. Devious, good anti-read. When you have 3 on OD on market, you really don't need any more. So good plays all around by the Aristocaps. Honestly, it's not like the white blockers are getting physically outplayed. or like technically rather. And Rick Slick wins that power up 2v1, a great win there, and that will give them a chance to put some scores on the board here in the last 1 minute and 40 seconds. As I was saying, it's not like they're getting technically outplayed. It's just situational awareness has been lacking for the White Blockers, and the Aristocaps have it. I shouldn't say they've been lacking, but the Aristocaps have been, as that's a great OD position by FXU. The Aristocaps have been dominating on awareness, and as I say that, 3 flacids, but Aristocaps end up ahead. Like, there's situations where Rick Slick almost pulls in for a cap. There's situations where the kiss is perfect, where anti is directly on the mark, pup control, good for the Aristocaps. I just think that there's these little peripheral parts of the game relating to strategy that the Aristocaps is simply beating the White Blockers on, and that's what's reflected in the score today. As we have 1 minute left, of course, anything can happen on market, but when you're down by 5, it's not a good place to be in the final 40 seconds of a game. Heinous Ain is trying to sneak it in. FXU gets a good return to stop that capping opportunity, but Kaduk gets a return on FXU. Ballparts will try and lead his flag carrier in, but his tag pro expires. Rick Slick around these blocks, but it doesn't quite happen, and Devious will get the return. The Aristocaps will be reset with 20 seconds left to go. And with that, I pretty much can call it 7-2, or some variation of that with 10 seconds left. Can't see 5 caps being scored, so congratulations to the Aristocaps who win this first game in regulation.
3, 2, 1.
Dude coming in for a consolation cap. Oh, regulation here, it's 7-2. Good job by the Aristocaps to pull out a shutout in the half and take the game by a score of 7-2. So 4-0 on the half, 7-2 on the game. Good job by the Aristocaps. Alright. So I don't know why my scoreboard was bugging out. Hopefully I fix it for next stream/game. But as long I put the X's up there, so you guys knew. I'm gonna make another tree. God, market feels like it takes forever for anything to happen. I hate market so much. It's alright, we got iron. Iron is the opposite. So market, there's just so much things going on. The map is so small, there's no travel time, there's no downtime, there's just stuff going on, it's all instinctual. Iron is the opposite. And another map where it seems like time goes by slowly, just because of a lot of the travel time, a lot of what market. It's not quite instinctual, it's more decision making. Now I gotta focus on setting my scores. Uh-oh.
3, 2,
There we go.
1.
And the first double flaccid comes from the Aristocaps, and FXU and Pulpo both flaccid. Don't really use the boosts effectively. Devious gets a return in the corner. Kaduk taking it to the open field in the base, but it doesn't look like he'll have any space to work with, and Devious and Fats eat him up. Bombs are up. FXU tries that solo grad, doesn't really happen. Bombs are just so much more effective when you have someone in base blocking, getting the defenders out of position. FXU, not a great double grab here by the Aristocaps, but on Iron. Iron is a map where you can do that. You can play your odds, try and go for those risky, like, highlight reel moments. And surely he tried it. Pups are spawning. Let me, Duke trying to juke. Fats will pull him up. No one really has gotten out of base yet, even with the pups, and speaking of them, they will be expiring now. Pulpo with a grab, he gets returned. Duke, a grab, hits the tile. Devious will get the return on him. Pulpo with a good bomb. He will be out past a few. Hits the corner, and Heinous Anus will take him out. I don't know if he could have gotten out if he didn't hit the corner. Definitely would have had to stop his left acceleration a little bit. So I'll give it a 50% chance, but definitely a shame. Pulpo knew the situation there, and he was almost past 3. That would have been a great scoring opportunity right there. Devious taking both boosts. Rick Slick into his offensive partner. Devious and Fats, and both Devious and Fats and Heinous Anus and Ball Parts have been holding it in on base very well. It is Iron, so it is a little easier. However, you know, there's been no outs so far. Not a significant amount of hold. I mean, you go to the hold screen, 12 and 17 hold respectively, and that's not good hold. That's taking it. It's this kind of hold, where Fats is perfectly fine with letting him hold, and Rick Slick might get a chance. He hits both boosts. He is coming out past 2. The gate is not there. Pulpo with a good spike to change that blue gate into a green gate. So yeah, just a great play by the Aristocaps. But also, Heinous Anus held onto that button for so long, even after getting pushed. It was almost like a last resort there, that the Aristocaps player Pulpo had to spike, just as a last resort. So definitely a testament to how well Heinous Anus can hold that button, you know, provided things don't go haywire and there's a clutch spike. Pulpo trying to get that button, not quite getting it there, and he'll be left alone in base. That will be a Placid by the White Blockers. FXU is going to come in from top. Boosts from Heinous Anus into the corner, doesn't really get any momentum out of it, and he'll be returned short. Fats and Devious end up behind Kaduk. Kaduk is past a few, but he cannot quite round the spikes. I don't have my telestrator on. However, he should have went in the middle of the spikes. Or over. Whenever you go under, you really do have to stop your momentum. That's why you always go over the spikes, not under. Or you go in the middle, and that takes a little bit more. But the problem is Fats and Devious were right on his tail. What surprised me is that neither Fats nor Devious broke back to hit the boost to get in front. That's what I would have done. However, it did quite work out for them, as they got to catch Kaduk, you know, stopping himself. And Rick Slick will get the button for Kaduk. Kaduk is past 3. FXU needs to stay alive. Heinous Anus is right on his tail. Pulpo's trying to block. Kaduk's got time in base, and he's going to go back. No, he's not on the flag tail. Devious sneaks out from under him and gets the capsize. Devious will steal it from him, but Kaduk he was almost in no man's land, ranging around base. He kind of expected him to be able to scout around, range around, so he's not in a predictable place on the flag tile. However, he misjudged. He didn't know that he would be able to get to the flag before Devious. And Devious comes in, gets the grab, gets the return, and stops that capping opportunity, the lone capping opportunity of the day, I would say. But it looks like the White Blockers, this is a completely different game for them. And Rick Slick and Pulpo will both be out. The bomb will not be triggered, so Rick Slick will get out unscathed. There's a return for cap opportunity, and Rick Slick pushes it in to get the first cap of the game here. 1-0 for the White Blockers. But Fats does have a chance here. He is past 2. FXU with the boost block on ball parts. It is a 1v1 chance here, and Heinous will pull up and get some great OD position against Devious. FXU holding that button very nicely. Fats missing the return, but Popo is past 2. He might be past 3 if he uses his bomb right. Hits off the corner. 2v2 blocks here on Iron. Popo ranging around. Kaduk with a good roll on Devious. So now FXU is behind 4. He might pull up, get this base pup. But Ball Parts could show his hand early, and Ball Parts gets the midway snipe. Ball Parts with a counter snipe here, and he will secure the reset for the White Blockers. Now, the White Blockers defense has just been lights out. Just simply lights out here. Popo with a grab, Heinous swallows him up. Rick Slick from up top, he gets a grab, but Fats just clings on to him to get the return. That could have been a real out. Kaduk is trying for the solo bomb, but he simply pushes Devious and Fats out of the way. Ooh, and a solo grab there. Not really pretty. If you're a defense, you got to be taking care of that bomb. That's your baby. You got to know when the timer is. Know when to feed it. Know when to milk it, you know? And if you can get a return right... if you can get a return on one of the offenders right before the bomb comes up, that's better. And good play by Fats and Devious to secure the base pup. Popo will get the mid tag throw, and surely there's a cap as FXU goes under the spikes. Popo needs to range out and get some tags. Ball Parts returns FXU. FXU passed everybody. He couldn't quite make the corner turn, but Popo needs to get up in the choke point and return some people, or tag some people rather. That was a real mistake, real slipped opportunity by the Aristocaps. FXU needs to call that out with a tag throw in base. And FXU grabs, pulls right into Heinous. Now at the same time on the other end, you got Ball Parts. Ball Parts just doing a great job to cover the distance, trap FXU in the corner right there. So hats off him staying with the play even when he was past 4. Pups will be spawning. Pulpo with a good grab. Makes Heinous miss. Now he needs to get around this boost. He could have taken that boost better, I think. But definitely a great grab by Pulpo. Great initial grab. Unfortunately couldn't quite get a handle on the boost. Pups will be in favor of White Blockers. Heinous will keep the tag throw on defense. Now the Aristocaps seem to have pulled it together here, gained a little bit of momentum in the second half of this first half. That was a garbage thing to say. In the later part of this first half, since they've had a few scoring opportunities, can't quite notch one of them yet on the board, but it's there. The White Blockers have to be thinking that, well, I mean, they just have to be thinking, preserve this cap lead, am I right? Doesn't really seem like they're creating scoring opportunities of their own so far, except in the, I mean, recently, like in the past 2 minutes. And Popo steals the pup, gets the juke juice. Popo, Devious, and FXU will swallow Kaduk up, but can he? He's holding out greatly. Oh my god, a great play by Kaduk. Gets Rick Slick the grab. If he gets past FXU, it could be a chance. The button, Ball Parts has the button. Rick Slick coming in gate. And the blocks may be there, but FXU gets a pull. FXU down back of base. Rick Slick trying to stay alive. Heinous blocks Fat into him. Oh my god, that was a great play. That was a great play, but Kaduk's handoff is underrated. Devious has a chance. Kaduk with a great kiss. Heinous Anus pulling down back. Ballparts needs to stay alive. This is a dangerous situation. Ballparts has all 3 Aristocaps in front of him. Dodges Devious! That could have been it! If Fats and Devious committed to either side, pushed in, that would have been surely a cap for Pulpo, but instead he rushes in, gets the kiss. And that goes down 1-0 in favor of the White Bloggers, who converted their one of their few scoring opportunities. Both teams had few scoring opportunities, I would say, but on the other end of that half, you saw the Aristocaps kind of slip away their scoring opportunities. So we'll see what happens next half. Ah man, I got red screen. Here we go. Rick Slick asks about physicality. Yes, very physical. Alright, so the White Blockers carry a 1-point lead into this next half. We'll see what they can do with it. Alright, we should be starting soon. A little stuff in chat here. Yeah, I think I really don't know the dynamics of these teams, unfortunately. I knew a lot more last season. Because I played in NLTP. But I'm surprised to see Balls 2 not in. Maybe he said he couldn't make Tuesdays, of course, but Pulpo kind of assuming this role off of the trade from Scrub Life. I think Pulpo is an excellent flag carrier. He's an excellent... he definitely capitalizes on a lot of his scoring opportunities. As you can see, that last play, he did exactly what he needed to. He just really relied on Fats and Devious to get the return. They didn't really get it in time. Boosted right at the right time. Unfortunately, got the kiss. But what Pulpo needs to do is he needs to be a lot more collected in base. FXU is a veteran presence on that offense, so FXU needs to really lead him to better grabs. And just in Iron, it's a lot more apparent. Because in Market, you can make low percentage grabs and get out some of the times. Or you can make low percentage grabs and then bam, you're right in base. But on Iron, you can't really do that. You simply just... Okay, here I am. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna... Then I can finish my thought once I... 3, 2, 1... You simply can't make low percentage grabs on this map. That's just how it is. They become more apparent. It takes 3 seconds to get, yeah, maybe more to get from base to base. So you just have to be smart. And you see a lot of the team that's not a good grab. He was moving right into the wall there. It looked like FXU was trying to go for button. It might not have been terrible, but you really have to make high percentage grabs. And as you can see, FXU trying to prep the bomb, goes for the fake grab. Popo gets a grab. FXU maybe going for the button. Kaduk with a great handoff here. He's past one. Popo is stuck in base. If they can get the return, he should be past one again as he ducks behind Devious. He's going to look for this button. No, he's going up top. Going to use this top boost. The boost isn't there for him to go directly in, and he gets returned up there. See, now Pups will spawn. Aristocaps will get 2 of them. I don't think rushing into base was the best option. It's good that Rick Slick got that one tag pro, but he didn't set up regrab. Pups were spawning. Now Kaduk, it's all on him to get out. It's all on him to keep flag. Oh my god, he jukes Devious twice. He tries to go back for these team boosts. Devious hits almost a snipe. It's like a containment snipe there, but Fats collects the return on the other end. But yeah, when you have 2 tag pros, basically by running into base, I think Kaduk did. By Kaduk running into base, he pretty much abandoned 2 of the pups because the other team will get a better handle on them as you have only one going to regrab, and you know the OD will be able to branch out and get pups once they get their turn. So not a great time to rush into base. He probably should have just trailed off towards mid, gotten that pup, or base, and probably gotten returned because that's never a good option. But it would have guaranteed 2 pups out of the whole ordeal. You gotta choose when to push it. That's the moral of the story. Theme of what I'm trying to get at. Kaduk will get a grab. Rick Slick tries to get the pull. He's got 1 to beat. If he can beat Popo to the boost, he can get out, but he can't quite do it. Popo does well to stay kind of stationary, but also adapt to the general movements that Rick was doing. Rick's got a lot of, what's it called? In his juking style, he's got a lot of micro jukes. Very slippery character. But if you can stay, try and track. Oh, Popo gets a great split on Heinous Anus and ball parts, but Heinous Anus pounds it home as he can't quite roll off the 45. But what a split there by Popo. Technical play right there. And FXU's trying to come in, trying to equalize. He's around Rick, but he takes it all the way back. Doesn't quite see an in. He's at the top boost. He's going to try and boost all the way down. He's in back of base. The bomb spawns. Was he timing it? Maybe. He's coming in down below everyone around. Can't quite take it to the flag. And FXU pulls up, gets a rolling bomb. Now he's rushing in. Now he's serious, but he can't quite get the good defusal. And but Popo has a rolling bomb coming in. FXU with a great spike there. Popo coming in for the equalizer. And that's returned by FXU. Popo doesn't even need the rolling bomb. Comes in, equalizes it. It's 1-1. It's a tie game right now. The tag pro grabs and he is eliminated. So tie game. The Aristocaps finally convert one of their scoring opportunities, and it's with power-ups. FXU trying the rolling bomb into base, doesn't quite get it, but Popo's got the second rolling bomb, and that will secure the cap. So 1-1, 6 minutes left to go, and remember in NLTP, our motto is, we don't do ties, because fuck ties. So if this stays tie, which, you know, based on previous gameplay, based on the previous 14 minutes, it might. This will go into overtime. Golden cap, and we will have a winner. FXU gets a grab. Pulls up. Ooh, can't quite get past the bomb. Now that was a decision he had to make. It's either that or trigger the button. And now Popo's going to rush gate. Devious gets it just in time. Oh my god, what a play by Devious and Popo. Would have been amazing if he got the gate. Devious ran so hard at that button that he spiked himself on the way over. And it literally didn't look like he had a seconds to spare. So that is a top 5 gate even if the cap didn't get made. And ball parts and Heinous will corner FXU into the corner, and Popo with a great solo grab. He's out. He's past 3. He's coming in. The gate is there. Devious and Fats just need to block Rick. Oh, Fats can't get the return. Rick Slick with a great pull. He's out. Oh my lord. Now Rick Slick still has the flag after that phenomenal pull, and FXU needs to stay alive. So he needs to wait for Fats. Fats gets the good return with the juke juice. And FXU throws himself at the chaser. So, wow, that looked like it was going to be a cap. That looked like it wasn't going to be. It was going to be a cap, but you know, oh, and Devious with a great grab. He's going to be up top. Going to be moving in. Tries to cut the inside track, but it doesn't quite happen. FXU boosting, trying to get the button, but Kaduk wrestles Fats off of it. And you know, this Aristocaps defense, they could have had 2 opportunities. Don't want to be the Monday morning quarterback, but I have to say what I see. Both the cap at the end of the last half on Iron and this past opportunity. If Fats and Devious just pushed up on Rick Slick or Kaduk in the other chance, they just pushed up on him, bodied him, kept pushing, pushed him into the wall. That would have been surely a cap. And as we can see, there is a change here that I didn't quite even see because I have a script on. The Mega Noob is in for Fats. He will change his name to Todd Gurley, but that won't be enough. Tag Ryu captures it at the start. Alright, he'll be my Mega Noob. Well. So, my Mega Noob will come in. FXU with a great button. Popo's past 3. The blocks should be there. Oh, Mamega with a great block to lead Popo in. FXU prepping the boost. And wow, what a play. Popo out the gate. FXU with the button. And that is an offensive pair that has really started coming into their own. FXU looking for the split. He's boosting it with a rolling bomb behind the blocks. That's another cap. Makes it 3-1 in favor of the Aristocaps. And now Popo's going to look for this button. He's past 2 already, going for the top boost. He was trying to juke Ball Parts. I don't know, but Ball Parts reads him perfectly. Shades towards boost. Gets the return, my man. And FXU will prep the regrab. Below Heinous? No. Heinous reads him like a book. The Aristocaps have a lead of 1. It is 3-1. I mean, the Aristocaps have a lead of 2. It's 3-1. So they're sitting pretty here. Now they just need to conquer power-ups, make sure they don't lose the advantage. Ball Parts and Rick Slick will switch positions. Ball Parts should get Kaduk out of base through handoffs or other methods. But he runs into Mega Noob. That's a great play by Devious and Mega Noob. The tag pro comes in, gets one of them on the tag, but they don't allow anything else to happen. Devious lets Popo in through the gate. Rick Slick pushes Mamega out of the way, and Mamega rolls over and gets their turn. So he gets a grab, can't juke Ball Parts. Ball Parts and Heinous are trying to track down on Popo, but he gets a split. Hits the boost. Oh, takes him out. Heinous between the spikes, though, he stays alive. Popo's past 2. Devious and Mega Noob are both blocking, but Popo is past only 3, and he boosts from the corner into a guy. 34 seconds left. FXU will be fine to just stall. FXU will take the boost up top. Good communication by Popo. FXU is past 2. FXU with the split! That's a cap! 4-1, Aristocaps! And they will lead by 3 with 17 seconds left to go in the game. Popo's just going to take it way back to base. Wait for the infantry to march in. We've got 8 seconds left, and on Iron it looks pretty insurmountable, so FXU just has to hold out here. That will end it. The Aristocaps take the sweep in dramatic fashion. After losing the first half, they put up a 4 spot in the next. They put up a 4 spot in the game, And this ends with a series of 7-2 and 4-1. Congratulations, Aristocaps, on the 6 points in the standings. Alright. Thank you all for watching. Hope to tune in to my next stream. I don't know when it will be. I do not know when it will be, but it will be soon. For now, I will see you later.